Hello and welcome back to the sixth video in this series for Topic 1 System Fundamentals. In this video we're going to be discussing the problems that may arise as part of data migration. And this is for the IB Diploma Programme in Computer Science. And we're still looking at the core syllabus. So here we go, we're almost at the end of this first part of systems in organisations. Okay, so what we're going to do, objective to understand the common problems that can arise during data migration and explore how to address them effectively. We're going to be looking at incompatible or obsolete data structures, validation rule changes, transfer errors, changed character sets, and changed units. So, what is data migration? Data migration is a process of transferring data from one system to another. This often happens when businesses update their software or systems. Why is it important? Proper data migration ensures that the information continues to be accurate and useful after the switch. We don't want to be getting file format errors. Let's say we're jumping from an Apple-based system onto a Windows-based system. We might have some problems in terms of file handling and different problems with data. So, incompatible or obsolete data structures. Data structures are the ways data is organized. Think of it as the format or layout of the information in an old system. For example, I've just got a database table here called users. Okay, so imagine trying to read a book written in a language you don't know. If the new system doesn't understand how the old system organizes its data, it's like trying to read that book. And my example here, old system uses a table with columns like user ID, a username, while a new system, for example here, uses ID and name. So if you're trying to read that particular data set, from this table into a new table, you might have problems in terms of naming conventions. So validation rule changes. Validation rules are the criteria for what data should look like or how it should be formatted and displayed. Think of validation rules like event tickets. If the new system has different rules, old data might not fit, just like trying to use an expired ticket. An example here, if the old system accepts dates as month, day, and year, sort of an Americanized system, and the new system requires a sort of a UK format, date, month and year, you may face issues if the data isn't adjusted, especially if you've got months that are single digits. If you've got the 9th of the 9th, how do you know which is the day and which is the month? Okay, transfer errors. Errors can occur when data is transferred from one system to another. These errors might include missing or corrupted data. Imagine photocopying a book, but missing some of the pages. The same thing can happen with data migration, where some information may not make it to the new system. If you've done anything in terms of data packets, you might be familiar with some of this. Example, during migration, a user's contact information could get lost or altered if the transfer isn't done properly. Okay, character sets. Character sets define how characters and symbols are represented in a system. So ASCII format, Unicode, you may be familiar with. If letters in a word suddenly change appearance, it's like characters in data changing unexpectedly, which can lead to confusion. For example, if an old system uses ASCII and the new one uses UTF-8, special characters might not display correctly if not properly converted. Okay? Changing units. Sometimes systems use different units for measurements, like temperature or currency. Imagine one system uses Celsius and the new one has gone back to using Fahrenheit. This change can lead to misunderstandings if it's not addressed. For example, a temperature of 100 degrees C would be 212 degrees Fahrenheit. If you don't convert this correctly, you might get inaccurate results. You don't want degrees C at 212 when you're trying to boil water, otherwise it would just turn into steam and have gone away. So let's have a look how to address these problems. Incompatible data structures. We've got to first of all map out data structures before migration, use data transformation tools if needed. Validation rule changes. Review and update validation rules to match new system requirements. Test data to ensure it meets new criteria. Transfer errors. Use reliable tools and methods for data transfer. Validate data post-transfer to catch any errors. Changes in units. Convert units as needed. Ensure consistency by updating data accordingly to these new units. And finally, change character sets. Convert character sets using appropriate tools. Check for and correct any character display issues. Okay, so that's how we can address these problems. So in summary, data migration is crucial but can face several challenges. Understanding and addressing these problems ensures a smooth transition. Regular testing and validation can help catch and fix issues early. Okay? And as always, I've got some past paper questions for you to have a little look at. Number 1, discuss the potential problems associated with incompatible file formats during data migration. Provide an example to illustrate this issue. Question 2, explain how changes in character sets can lead to misinterpretation of data during migration. Provide a real-world scenario where this issue can occur. Question 3, describe the potential problems relating to data loss when transitioning from legacy systems to modern systems during migration. Provide an example of a situation where data loss can occur. Question 4, discuss how validation rule changes in a new system can render old data unsuitable during data migration. Provide an example to illustrate this challenge. And finally, question 5, describe what transfer errors are in the context of data migration and provide 2 examples of transfer errors that might occur during a migration process. So there are your 5 questions. If you want to pause the video and have a go at those and then compare them with mine, that's fine. If not, I will move on to the answers. Okay, so question 1, discuss the potential problems associated with incompatible file formats. We've chosen Microsoft Excel and using .xls compared with .xlsx, the newer version. Again, talking about character sets and how different things are represented. For here, Jose, and then how it might be represented in a different character set. Data loss problems, validation rule changes, and finally transfer errors. Okay, that is it for this video. I hope you found it useful. I will see you next time. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Bye for now. Please continue to ask questions, leave your comments, hit notifications, and please subscribe. And finally, if you wish to buy me a coffee, I'd be truly grateful. Please visit buymeacoffee.com/learning zone. Thank you very much indeed. See you next time. Bye for now.